Season's greetings, ELT scholars. This is the same as a lot of the practice you've been doing. So to solve each system by substitution, I need to isolate a variable. I see x has a coefficient of 1, so I'm just going to subtract 4y from both sides, and I get x equals negative 4y minus 22. I'm going to put all of this in my other equation where I see an x. So I have negative 2 times negative 4y minus 22 minus 2y equals 14. Ay plus 44 minus 2y equals 14. 8y minus 2y is 6y plus 44 equals 14. I'm going to subtract 44 from both sides, and I get 6y equals, well, 14, take away 44, I'm left with 30 negative. So when I divide by 6, y equals negative 5. So I just found y. So I'm going to have this equation again. X plus 4y equals negative 22. Wherever I see a y, I'm going to put in a negative 5. So x plus 4 times negative 5 equals negative 22. X minus 20 equals negative 22. Plus 20 plus 20, x equals negative 2. So to solve the system, I have my x, I have my y. I would just put negative 2 comma negative 5. Okay. And then for this one, systems by elimination, I want to be able to make one of the x's, make either the x variables or the y variables equal 0 so that they can go away. So I see that this is a 3y and a negative y. I'm just going to multiply this by 3 to make this a negative 3y. So I get negative 15x minus 3y equals 6. And then I have 4x plus 3y equals 5. So these go to 0. Negative 15x plus 4x is negative 11x equals 11. X equals negative 1 when I divide. So now wherever I see an x, I'm going to put in a negative 1. So 10 times negative 1 plus 10y equals negative 10. So I get negative 10 plus 10y equals negative 10. I add 10 to both sides. I get 10y equals 0. Divide by 10, divide by 10, y equals 0. So for number 5, it should be negative 1 comma 0. Okay. And then there's some by graphing. Go ahead and try those by yourself. And then there are also some word problems on the back. So just remember, with any systems of equation word problems, you're gonna have 2 variables and then 2 equations. So here we have the school that JD goes to is selling tickets. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 10 senior tickets. I'm going to say 10S and 11 student tickets. I'm going to call that 10T. Sorry, 11 student tickets for a total of $190. So my first equation would be 10S, which I'm using to stand for senior tickets, plus 11T, which is student tickets, got me $190. The school took in $160 on the second day, so that's my second equation, by selling 5 senior tickets and 12 student tickets. So I want to know the price of each one. So what I'm noticing I can do here is I can multiply by -2. And I'm going to make this a -10s minus 24t equals -160 times 2 is -320. Okay, so now what I can do is these equal 0, so now I'm left with -24 minus 11 is 13. -13t equals -320 minus 190, 130. So I divide on each side by -13 and I get t equals 10. So t was the number of, I had that represent the number of student tickets. So t equals $10 for a student. And then I know t equals 10, so I'm just going to put that in here. 10s plus 11 times 10 equals 190. And then I'm going to just write it up here. That'd be 10s plus 110 equals 190. Subtract 10s equals 80. So s equals 8. So a senior citizen ticket actually costs $8. Okay guys, thank you for your hard work. I'll see you next time.